So what's up, guys? Today I'm going to be talking about NoFap day 80. Currently on an 80-day streak for NoFap. Thought it's just a juicy title. I don't really care about the days. I've tried this before. I failed. And I've been doing NoFap for about 1.5 years, almost 2 years. And I'm currently on a pretty good streak. So today I want to be talking about that, what my experiences are. And I'm going to be doing a Q&A that I asked you guys for on Instagram. My Instagram is right here. If you want to follow me, that would be nice. Stay in touch with me there. I'm just on there to talk with you guys, not really for anything else. So if you have anything you want to tell me in private, go over to my Instagram once more here, and it will be in the description. Just shoot me a message and I will read it. So NoFap day 80. I feel more clear-headed. I feel more awake and alert. I feel more in control of things. And even though some days like today I woke up with a pretty big brain fog, I feel like this is becoming less and less of a thing the more I do NoFap, because essentially you're just rewiring your brain from a very hyper stimulant, which is pornography. So your brain is going through some changes and you're rewiring it to be more in line with longer term rewards, like delayed gratification. Also, I had a pretty fucking fat pizza yesterday night, so that is probably why I woke up a little tired this morning. In regards of my lust, I feel like I'm overcoming it in a sense where, I mean, I'm not really reliant on sex. I mean, I still love it and I have it, but it's not something that I need. Like, you can put me in a room for a month, 3 months, in a year, and I would probably be fine because I have things to do. I go to the gym, I track my macros, I track my diet, and I just have shit to do, and I don't primarily focus on having sex or getting it. With that said, my confidence is increased for sure. I feel like I am more me in my own skin. I feel safe in my own skin. I just don't really give a fuck about what people have to think about me, because I know that what I'm doing is good. I already make a 6-figure salary and I do whatever I want to do online, and I make good money. I'm healthy, I look great, and the path I'm on is great, and I get to make these cool videos for you guys where I can share my experience, you know? I just feel great doing that, and I just really don't give a fuck about what people think about me, because if people think something of you, it's mainly their insecurities reflecting onto you, and they trying to get a reaction out of you because you're doing shit they would never do. So also my eye contact has been more prominent, easier. It's not something I really had an issue with, but let's say I'm in the gym and some dude stares at me or a girl stares at me. I just look at them back until they look away, or I smile or something. Like, I'm not the one to look away first, and maybe that's just a little cocky thing, but I think it's funny and I really don't have a problem doing that. I do use Tinder, and I would say in the first 60 days of this NoFap streak, I was quite lusty, and I was just mainly looking for sex and like kind of useless sex, to be honest. And now I'm slowly shifting towards more of a quality filter I'm putting on myself for Tinder, because a lot of these females on there just get all the validation in the world, and honestly, it kind of sucks, because some girl might be a 6 and they think they're like a 10 because of the hundreds of messages they get every day. So I try and be more to myself and look past their just looks and kind of see them for who they are in their personality. Obviously, I still like good-looking girls though. So my long-term gratification is definitely improving in a sense where I focus on longer-term goals opposed to short-term goals. Obviously, this is something that comes with NoFap, because if you just like beat your meat, it's an instant gratification. It's one of the best things feeling wise you could do. So if you don't do that and you don't pleasure yourself and instead use that energy on goals that are longer term, you simply practice delayed gratification. And those things that you do practice, those things that you do in a longer time span, like a long-term reward, they're way better for you than the instant gratification. I'm not really going to parties or chilling with friends that much anymore, and it's not because I don't like the friends, it's just that I don't really feel like hanging out and just smoking or drinking or whatever. I don't really have pleasure from that. I'd rather go and take one of my friends to the gym or go on a walk or something and do something where you can actually have a genuine conversation opposed to just laugh, because I personally get my fun from gaming, or I get it from going to the gym and working out. That's just things that I really value. And I get a lot of pleasure from just spending quality time with a person, because you genuinely get to talk to them and not just talk to them to, you know, usually people have conversations and it's kind of like waiting for their turn to talk type conversation, but I'd rather, like, I'm not a fan of small talk, let's put it that way. Something I do is like I vape. I know this is terrible, but I used to smoke and drink, and I've since the 1st of October or 3rd or something, I've quit smoking and drinking. Wanted to give myself a challenge of 90 days no smoking and drinking and see how I feel. So it's been about a month, but with the smoking, I mean smoking the devil's grass. I don't want to do that anymore because it makes me super lazy. However, I do vape occasionally. I would say occasionally, but it's on my desk here. I just hit it every once in a while. It is a form of short-term gratification, but with the current thing I'm going through, which is NoFap and getting off my porn addiction, and I wouldn't even say I'm addicted anymore. It is something like the vaping and the nicotine or whatever is something that's keeping me on my track as some sort of instant gratification. However, this is not something I've been doing for a long time, so I've quit vaping before, and I know I'm able to quit whenever I want to. This video is already pretty long and I haven't even gotten to the questions yet, but I know the real ones are still here. Comment fucking, I don't know, tea bag, because I got a big pot of tea here. Comment tea bag or something. Also, I'm working on a few projects. I know I don't talk about that much on this channel, but I know eventually this channel will be used for me sharing my personal life and just vlogging of what I'm doing. And if I do have an extravagant life where I go places and shit, like I'm on private jets, you guys are gonna see that. So I'm working on an NFT project, which is called Frog Party. It's pretty fucking dope if you ask me, because I love the NFT space. I don't know how well connected you guys are with it. I just thought it would be super cool to build a game based on a blockchain. So me and the team are working on that, and you will see more about that on my social media. Also, I'm still working on the project that you guys might have seen from the secret project video, the what the dog doing video, you know, the reference was in there a lot. But yeah, you guys know that I'm just busy working on those things. I'm not really busy with my main YouTube channel, MattCS, which is Counter-Strike YouTube. It just gets boring after 4 or 5 years playing a game. Coming up to 6, it's just like, it gets boring. I have to do new things. And you know, my websites that I currently have already secure me money to be this free. And I'm forever thankful for your guys' support on my YouTube channel. I don't desert it. I don't just stop uploading on there. I only upload when I have a banger video idea or something I really want to upload. In regards to my fitness, I was on a cut before I was going on a vacation to France. I looked amazing in my opinion, and I just wanted to get bigger now, so I'm on a bulk. It's working out pretty well. Little less defined, but I feel strong in the gym, and I'm going almost every day. I aim to go 5 times a week. Some days I really feel shitty and I don't go, and I hate myself for it, but you know, I push through the next day and take off a rest day. So I do go to the gym a lot still, and I'm on a bulk. Currently about 3,300 calories. Check my previous video, I think it's over here, of my full day of eating if you want to check it out. So let's go into the questions. I have them here on my PC. And 420 Noah asked me, do you have tips for NoFap and are you still on it? So yes, I'm on NoFap currently, day 80. And the tips that I can give you is get off social media and use it as a tool opposed to a pleasure source. So when you're on social media, the occasional booty might pop up, and that shit's just kind of fucked up, because then your brain's gonna be all the way fucked up. The biggest tip I can give you is read this book. I'm rereading it for the 2nd time. I'm almost done with it though. And this book will just teach you a lot about how your brain works and how addiction works. Not just for porn. It's just a lot of things that is explaining about how your brain works, why it works a certain way, and how there's a lot of delusion in this world about a pornography issue. So Adrian038 asks me, this is my homie that I trained together with in the Zeus video, by the way, where I ate and trained like Zeus for a week. Adrian asks, thoughts on taking PED or other stuff in the future, aka Capri Suns. So PED means performance enhancing drugs. Now, currently, I do not have any plans to take any. However, when I'm nearing my late 20s or early 30s, I might consider hopping on TRT because this is usually when men's testosterone level naturally declines. So if I ever do hop on something, I feel like that would be the safest bet. I mean, it is very tempting to hop on juice to get bigger and stronger in the gym, but you do scrape away a few years of your life if you're not careful enough. And I haven't done any research, so it's hard for me to say. I would love to. Yeah, for sure. I want to be big as fuck. I don't know if it's worth it for me at this time. I have a lot to go natural. Semen Slavic asks, are you doing semen retention? If so, did it help you? Gym, personal life, and girls. So I'm not doing semen retention because sometimes I just get horny and I text a girl and we hook up. But I don't advise against semen retention because it is one of the best things I had ever done in my life. I previously did 90 days of semen retention when I did my first big NoFap streak. That was paired with semen retention. I didn't have sex, but it eventually ended up spiraling out of control and I relapsed on porn and kind of binged it. So it was just a bad situation. However, I do think semen retention is great because you do sort of like get more pheromones and you just feel like more aggressive. Like you're just like horny as fuck almost all the time. And if you know how to transmute that energy, it could be really beneficial to you and your gym goals. You might get an extra rep out, your sleep quality improves, your skin quality improves because you're keeping your male essence to yourself. Now, currently, I think I'd have a nut in a week or something, and that's like the peak week, I guess. Because like 7 days after busting a nut, your testosterone goes up like 140% or something. A study says that. But semen retention has a time and place, and NoFap has a time and a place. I'm not too worried about semen retention as it is next level. However, I do praise it, and I do think it is amazing to do. If you can do it, Amir Hazin 5 asks me, how do you keep your mind positive? You are so young and make a living by yourself. I'm just fucking psychopathic for the goals that I set, and I go for it until I have them. So how I stay positive though, in the past it was kind of like motivated by going with the flow, but now that I'm not really going with the flow anymore, I try and take control of things myself. I just set clear goals and I help myself by working out, eating healthy, meditating, journaling, reading, and I love playing video games still. So I don't know, I'm doing pretty well right now. So those are things that help me a lot. Satoshi asks me, how do you maintain consistency in NoFap? As I said, first of all, understand the problem. Second of all, get rid of all the triggers. And third of all, just find a reason for yourself why you want to do it, because you're not going to be beating your meat when you're like, you're literally wasting your life away. When you're on your deathbed, you don't want to be looking at the movie of your life, wasting away your life to a screen of pixels. You can get that shit IRL. Just improve yourself, work at yourself, get it in real life. Like literally, pornography is not worth it. So next question by Martin369. Do you watch porn? So no, obviously I don't. I had a big problem with it in the past, but I'm currently doing really good. And I mean, in this streak, I've seen the occasional titty, but it's not like I was going full out porn. And when I did see it, was like in a movie or maybe on social media or whatever. So no, I haven't watched porn in the sense of where I willingly looked for it and I started jerking my dick to some fucking titties or whatever. So no. David PKSS asks me, are you going to do like vlog in a gym and just show what exercise you do? So yeah, that's what I do on this channel. If you didn't know, then now you know. Tadas Paulikas asked me, how much weed have you smoked? I don't know. I thought about this, probably like in a total of my life, like 2 or 3 kilos. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Debbie Arne asks me, are you planning on doing any VR videos? So I have a VR headset here. And I could do a VR gym challenge or something exciting, but honestly, I haven't been playing too much VR, so maybe I'll do that in the future. If I come up with a good idea, an interesting one, I might do that. Next question is by Castanito Aaron, and he asks me, Matt, I want help on how to schedule my workouts and balance it with schoolwork. If you have trouble with school and you don't have time, which I highly doubt because you have 24 hours in a day, which 8 to 12 are going to school and you have 12 hours left. 8 hours you sleep means that you have like 6 hours left of free time. You can squeeze in an hour to work out. Just try and plan your day and you'll have an hour to work out. Either go for a run, do some push-ups, do a home workout, or get a gym membership. It's not that hard. If you really want it, you can do it. But if you don't want to do it, you won't make it happen. So find a reason for yourself to start working out. Because a lot of people have a goal of where they want to go to, but no one's setting a goal of where they're running away from, or goal or whatever. No one's running away from something, which is very important, because a lot of people go towards something, and if they stand still, they're just not moving there. But if you're standing still and you have something you're running away from, you're moving towards the thing you're running away from, which you don't want. Maki asks me, or I.M4KI asks me, how do you get rid of belly fat? Well, that's annoying because belly fat is the last thing to go. It's not really that you do ab crunches and your belly fat disappears, and you do bicep curls and your arm fat disappears. It's just how your fat's distributed over your body, and usually your belly fat goes last. So it sucks, but you have to get on a strict diet and track your calories with an app such as MyFitnessPal. Helps me a lot. Coffee11 asks me, bro, supplements for newbies. Tell me, what should I take? Take your normal vitamins and just be on a clean diet. I usually take omega-3s, zinc, magnesium. Actually, I'll list over here what I take, but super simple stuff, basically. Nothing extraordinary. And I'm currently taking ecdysterone and testosterone together with ashwagandha for a sort of performance enhancer in the gym. It is a little bit anabolic, so don't know too much about it, but I believe more plays, more dates, and it's helping me, I feel like, in the gym. Ionid0 asks me, how did you get into fitness and the gym? And of course, can you bench? I was down bad. I was down tremendous, and I wanted to improve my life. I didn't like how I felt mentally, and I didn't like how I looked physically. So going to the gym helped me mentally, and kind of got addicted to the mental boost, the mental clarity, the good feel I got from the gym by pushing myself. And eventually I started looking better. So just got to get the start, get the first results in, and you will be hooked. If you have something you're chasing, take a before picture and take inspiration from other people of what they look like. And you have a kind of indication of where you are and where you want to go. And if you take a progress picture, you'll hopefully be amazed by yourself. Kura Dies asked me how to get muscles. You pick up a weight and you put it down and you eat enough protein, okay? That's how you do it. Crazy_FB asks me, first of all, Matt, big fan. I love your shit. Hopefully not my real shit though. That shit kind of like, that shit stanky, man. Especially after some fucking Mexican food. Goddamn. Okay, my question is, what do you main goal or end goal in life? What? That's a pretty tough question. I don't know. I kind of look at 5-year goals and that's it. But if I can make other people happy with my experiences of things I do and go through, that is very nice. Hopefully I can leave this world a better place than what it started with, which is very fucking hard in this day and age, but I'm trying my best. Glakali asks me, what is your biggest regret in life? And honestly, I think it is watching porn, because I did that when I was 13, and ever since then, I never felt anything good in my life anymore. That's not 100% true, but you know, you kind of numb out the negative things. But if you numb out negative things, you numb out your emotions, which are also positive things. So recently I've started like smelling things a little better again, which is just weird, but I guess it's just things you feel are coming back, positive and negative. How do I stay consistent doing stuff like daily YouTube video or fitness? Well, if you really want it, you'll do it. Favorite Lil Peep song? I think Prada or Kiss. I really like those. And he asks, Martin Ye asks me another question. Any more songs coming out? So I used to make a little bit of music for the Matt CS channel, but I don't really do that anymore. So I would say no more songs coming out. I'm just doing that whenever I really want to. And really, I made those songs when I smoked, and it's just like a kind of chill vibe thing, but I don't really smoke anymore. So my camera's blinking red for the battery. It might die any second. Let's go to the next question. I'm almost done. Carson A. Bryce asks me, I don't have a question, but I just want to say I respect the fuck out of you and your content. Yo, thanks, Carson. NH Hui asks me, difference between lifting lightweight, heavyweight, what routines for losing weight? If you want to lose weight, be in a caloric deficit, and lifting heavyweight makes you strong, and lifting light weights makes your muscle appear bigger. It's just the difference between strength and hypertrophy. Two different things. What's your thought about college? Do you think it's necessary to go for it? I absolutely do not think it is necessary to go for college, but it does give you some sort of a fallback for when you do want to pursue something more creative in your career and it doesn't end up working out. You have a paper, you can go wage cut, get some random job you don't like. College is pretty good for that. I personally am not a fan of it though. HeroSosek.pv asks me, how much do you bench press, boss? Currently like 90 kilograms. Almost 95. Almost. I'm on my way to 100. But I have a little injury in my shoulder, so that sucks. And the final question of today's video is Marcity, and he asks me, Young Lean or Blade? It has to be Young Lean because he's the one who introduced me to Blade. So 2016, actually 2015, 2016, I got into Young Lean. Ever since then, I ain't been the same, man. But guess that was it for today's video. Camera's about to die. See you guys in the next one. Follow me on Instagram. I'll do another Q&A or whatever. My haircut kind of looking fresh, bro. Can't lie. Peace. Take care of yourself, man.